not a morning person? Well, only 10 to 15% of people actually consider themselves to be early birds. That's not very many. Sabrina Tosi-Crete, owner of Blossom Energy Restoration, joins us to share some tips and amp up your energy. Good morning. How are you, Sabrina?
Good morning. Very well, thank you. And you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for coming on the show. You know, especially right now, if we have dreary days, dark days for a series of days in a row, especially during COVID when we're stuck inside or out of our routine, a lot of people do find their energy zapped. You have some ideas for that?
Yes, I do. So the most important thing that people need to remember is that you are in control of your energy more than you think. And the first tip would be do one new thing every day. It can be anything, not just, it can be as simple as, try a new recipe, listening to new music, take a new route. Anything new wake us up to life and ignite something inside of us that drives our energy levels up.
That makes sense, absolutely. As you say, it can be just the simplest little thing, just to kind of change up your routine, right? And make life not feel so mundane sometimes.
That's right, yes.
Okay, what else?
Yeah, the second tip is to say no to drugs. Drugs, D-R-A-G-S.
Love that twist on that.
Yeah. Well, so those are things that anchor you down, that holds you back. It can be the commitment that you made long ago, that you made it, you don't know why you made it, but you made it anyway. It can be the friend that takes, and doesn't give anything back. Those are things that you want to recognize them and let them go.
Yeah, it's very true, and we all do that, don't we? We make commitments way in advance. I mean, we've all talked about that around here, and then the day comes and you can feel it sort of like weighing on you, right? So try to see if sometimes you can get out of things, right? Sometimes you don't have to follow through, and it's okay. And as you say, being around toxic, negative people is never good.
Exactly that. And we all have those people around us sometimes.
Okay, so let's talk about breathing, the simple task of breathing.
Yeah, this is my favorite. It's something that I give to my client. It's a very simple technique, but very powerful to practice. So when we breathe, we have to breathe with intention. We have to breathe that we bring ourselves into it. So if you like, we can do a little example right now here.
Sure, absolutely.
Sure. So just sit straight, just as simple as sitting straight. And we're gonna do this breath we call belly breath. Belly breath. So breathing through your nose. And bring your breath all the way down to your belly and expand your belly out.
It's kind of like you do in yoga class, right? Where they tell you to really push out your tummy so you actually feel it. As you say, putting your hand there really helps you feel the breathing.
That's correct. That's exactly it. So when we do this breathing, you can do another with me just to get more into it. And then, so you now bring the breath all the way to your belly and then exhale. Just notice just by two intentional breaths, how you feel. I feel already my energy pumping up already. So I give this to my clients. If you can do this 2 minutes each day, you will see that you don't have to grab for that coffee or tea, although sometimes it's nice to drink that too.
Exactly, but the breathing, that's actually a very good tip. Let's talk a little bit about Blossom Energy Restoration. That's your business, and tell me more of what you do and how you help people.
Yes, my business, it's amazing. I love what I do. What I do is I recognize what the people blockages. So we all create a blockage in our body. And what I do is I sense I recognize what the energy blocks is in the person's body, and I remove it with a specific technique that I've learned over the years. And what people find is that they find themselves really light and free and more alive.
And a lot of people don't realize they're carrying those blocks around with them, do they? They sort of get used to that, that's their normal, until maybe they talk to someone like you, right? And you can kind of help sort that out for them.
That's right, Leslie, absolutely.
And you're located in Leslieville?
That's correct.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. And again, it's Blossom Energy Restoration, and you can go on to chch.com, find more information to link to you. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you, Leslie.